spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots.
There he goes! All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And they will score! Touchdown, LSU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Looking to get it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Running into the open space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off play action on 1st down. He's got an open man. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football, I got the speed, I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. And some room to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. Send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's small. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. LSU right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Going for it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key, because last game he was under 50.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Russell. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide open downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Finding open areas. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Across the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
TCU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock, and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
There he goes. Touchdown, LSU. And the route is on. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Lots of running room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense. Before the defense...
Going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They punt it away on 4th down. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and that breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. On the option. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for space, it's Meadows. He has the post and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
TCU.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's small. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. Turning it on!
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. With the first down, they'll put it away from the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And back to the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. Buys a little time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, see how the D reacts. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Split backs here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.